welcome. This is the very last class I am teaching, filming in 2022. And it holds with it a bit of a special energy simply because each year does have a very distinct feel. And similar to an end of a sentence, I feel like when a year comes to close or when a year ends, there's always this sense of a pause or a completion. And even though it's not, for many people, we no longer follow the Gregorian calendar in the same way, or energetically, it might not mean as much to you as maybe to someone else. But it does still mark the turning over, the turning of a page. And ringing out 2022 feels like through the many highs and the lows that I'm sure we've all experienced, there is such, I'm left with this feeling of appreciation for the reminders that I've had this year about my values, my priorities, and the things that I'm really aligning myself with moving forward. And 2023 might take a while to get into the swing of it. It might be another year of preparation for those bigger goals. And it's really important, very similar to how we practice, that we don't go into anything expecting ourselves to have a specific experience, right? We go in open. And so this flow is a mandala vinyasa flow, which means that we're going to be moving a lot throughout the mat. You're going to be turning around orientation-wise. We are going to be doing some twisting to lengthen out the torso and to release some of that deeper stagnation, not only in the spine, but through the digestive tract. This is a really great habit, I find, or a type of posture that is very, very linked to transitions. And one of the reasons that I feel twists in particular allow us this deep sense of release and relief, therefore, is because it moves us in an orientation that we're not usually looking in, the direction of, all the way to the left. What kind of muscles need to turn on to do that? The same is true when we're stepping a little bit into the unknown, right? We're stepping into new territory, new terrain, completely different year that's going to bring with it its own highs and lows. And I feel if we were to give this next year a word, that I have so much gratitude for everything that I've stepped into in 2022, but 2023 is almost like the next kind of layer of gratitude for the things that I've already created, for the things that you already have in your life. And when we look at that on the mat in terms of our health and what we're able to do versus what we still are working on, there's a radical shift when we watch how our minds and our perceptions of change affect the way that we feel throughout that change, right? So when we move in thinking, wow, I already have so much to offer, I already feel like I'm so supported, what comes next? There's a whole other type of curiosity versus that mountain's so big to climb, I have a list of things that I need to get to. Do you see the difference? And so it's important to remember, especially if you're someone like myself who notices with age that things become sweeter. Simple things become sweeter. And without needing to always be looking into the distant future to find that sense of satisfaction and real appreciation for where we are now. Thank you for dancing with me on your mat. I hope you enjoy this flow. Please leave out anything as usual that doesn't work for your body or doesn't feel aligned with the energy that you have today. Let's get started in child's pose at the back of the mat. Now choosing the variation of child's pose or balasana that speaks to you. If you find that wider knee stance more comforting, please take that. Otherwise, you're just going to lean yourself forward. And I invite you to press your elbows down, pull your heart forward so you feel this length through your mid-back, and then decide if you want to support your forehead here, or if you want to release your hands back by your feet and rest your forehead down. Relax the energy of the arms and take 3 sweet breaths into your lower back. Slowly guiding your hands under your shoulders. You can roll up very gently. Let yourself rise, curling up through your spine and leaning forward to tuck your toes. Now, if you feel that this is not conducive to your ankles or your knees, then obviously sit on a block, a pillow, or a bolster. Okay, interlace your last 2 fingers as it is a cleansing, clearing type of class. You're going to reach your arms up overhead, drop your shoulders down, and we're going to do 30 rounds of Kapalabhati. Hold your gaze straight in front of you. Big breath in, out your mouth. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale, and begin. One, two, three. Big breath in. Tongue way out. Release your arms wide. Big inhale. Keep your elbows pressing from the middle of your chest and turn your head to the left as far as you can. Inhale back to center. Rotating, again, twisting, shifting the orientation to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, take your hands down onto your thighs. You're going to press from your toes, your tailbone forward, and separate your feet to start. So you're going to sweep your arms up, big breath in. You might even back bend here. Exhale, take your hands forward. Now you're going to round like you're coming forward into a cat-cow position, but instead of just taking that, you're going to step your right foot. So it is quite close to the ground. So if you need to help by drawing that back knee forward, then do so. Inhale, reach your palms forward. Exhale, lean back. Come out of your lunge just slightly. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Big breath in. Exhale. Maybe lean into your back bend, your choice. Inhale. Circle the arms around behind you. Stay low in your lunge this time. Press the knuckles away from your tailbone. Drop your chin to your chest. Keep wrapping that left hip forward. Breathe in. Spread your front toes. One more, lift the knuckles as high as you can. Sweep the hands to the floor, big breath in, lean back. Beautiful. Exhale, take your hands down. Lift your back knee, swim your right arm forward and up. Exhale to the back of the mat. Ooh. Inhale, reach your right arm forward. Spin to the left, keep your front knee bent. Inhale, lift your chest, and then widen your hands and exhale, bow your forehead down. Okay, inhale, lift and lengthen. Move to the back of the mat, set your right knee down. Inhale, palms come forward. Exhale again, feeling into the space around you. So reach forward like wings pulsing. Exhale, shoulder blades on your back. Inhale and exhale. One more time. In. Wrap the arms around behind your back. Switch the thumb that's on top. Again, spread your front toes. Lift the knuckles away from your lower back. Drop your chin to your chest. 2 big breaths. Good. One more. Wrap that right hip forward. Release your hands. Low lunge. Palms mirror each other. Maybe take a back bend. Exhale. Take your right fingertips down. Lift your back knee. Sweep that left arm forward and up. Exhale. Take the hand inside your left foot. Turn your feet to the right side of the mat. Keep your left knee bent. It's going to look like your right knee. Look forward without locking your opposite leg and bow forward and down. Good. Inhale. Wave your spine up. Walk to the front of the mat, set your hands, step to plank pose. Lean forward, shoulders down your back, knees, chin and chest, so that tailbone curls up and you lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower down. Keep your right foot rooted. Take your hands to the left 2 inches. Keep your right foot rooted. Inhale, curl up. So you feel a little more length in the right side of your navel. Shoulders still down your back. Hands are still spread. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Slide your torso back to the midline. Press your feet down, curl your chest up. Now from the crown of your head, try to lift both legs and splay your toes wider. Breathe for 2. Inhale, 1. Exhale, lower everything down to the floor. Tuck in your feet. Slide back through your child's pose. Exhale, drag your hands to the back of the mat. Okay, knees together, feet together. Again, support something underneath your seat if this isn't very comfortable for your ankles. Interlace the opposite weave of your fingers. Stretch those arms up. Now get a little bit more acute, perhaps. Squeeze the arms into the ears. Drop the shoulders down. 30 rounds. Big breath in. Zipping the belly button back 30 times. Three, two, one. Big breath in. Exhale, take the hands down onto your legs. From your tailbone, rise up. Separate your knees if you'd like. Step your left foot forward. Okay, taking your hands down to the floor. I want you to really press that right hip forward. So a little bit different. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean the hips back and round your chin to your chest. So now you are doing this cat-like motion. Cat-cow in your lunge. Exhale, lean your hips back. Inhale, lift your gaze, lengthen your throat out. Exhale. Good. One more time. Exhale. Press your knee forward over your toes. You're going to walk your left hand inside that left foot on your right fingertips. You're going to take your left hand behind your head, open to the left, and then exhale, round your elbow to the floor. So inhale, open. Doesn't need to be a huge movement. Exhale in. So plug your both shoulders down your back. Exhale. One more time. Try and keep your front shin right over your heel. Exhale. So keep your left hand on your head. You're going to inhale, open your chest, plant your right palm flat, lift your back knee, press your elbow back, leaning your head into your hand, and then exhale, take your hands down, turn to the right side of the mat. Keep your left knee bent. Inhale here. And you're going to walk slowly to the left. So trying to kiss your shin. Straighten that left leg, walking to the front of the mat. Exhale, set your left knee down. Hands on either sides of your right foot. Inhale, lift. And you can shuffle your hips back and round. Look into the navel. Inhale, left and lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, really getting earthy. Exhale. Inhale into the warmth of the pelvis. Exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. As you come forward, breathe in. You can walk your right foot a little bit wider and then plant your left palm flat. Right hand to the back of your head. Open your chest. So it is actually quite a lot of work to twist. Exhale. Take the right elbow down. Inhale. Open. Rotate. Exhale. In. Doesn't need to go all the way. Inhale, open. Exhale, in. Now from that front foot, press down, twist your ribs to the right, lift that back knee, turn your torso over the right shoulder, the right thigh. Keep turning your gaze. And then exhale, take your right hand down, turn to the left side of your mat, keep that front leg bent, and walk like you're going to kiss the shin and the forehead to each other. Straightening that back leg, you're turning to the front of the mat, stepping to your plank pose. Big breath in, look forward, knees, chin, and chest. Slide to your belly, curl up. Exhale, lower down. Now from the left foot, you're going to lift your torso 2 inches to the right. Both feet stay down though. Curl your chest up, knees are off the mat, and feel this long stretch happening through the left side. Plug your shoulders down your back. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Come through the midline. If you'd like, widen your hands slightly. Take your feet together. Inhale, curl your chest up. Look straight ahead. Shoulders down your back. Lift both feet as one. Breathe for 3. Doesn't need to be superhuman height. It just needs to be integrated. 2. Good. Last one. Separate the feet. Exhale, lower everything down. Slide back through child's pose. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now in your downward facing dog, keep your left heel rooted. Take your right toes to the mat and press your belly back to the right thigh. Breathe in. Exhale out your mouth. And then flip your right foot down and change ankles. Left toes press back. So you're opening the top of the foot and then you're pressing your chest into that left thigh. Big breath in. Exhale out. Set that left foot down. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. You're going to lift up, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale up, look forward. Walk your hands to the left 2 inches. Exhale, fold. You'll feel this up the left leg, most likely. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back to center. Pull your shoulders up, bow your head. One more time. Look forward, walk your hands. Even if it's a few inches and you have blocks under your hands, pour your weight down that right leg. Good. Big breath in, come back to center, and sit down slowly towards your heels. Okay? If you can, lift to your tiptoes. Draw your weight onto the tiptoes, one hand onto your thigh at a time. So your feet aren't together. Your legs are still very much in line with the center of your hips. Palms face down. If you can, challenge yourself, lift a few inches up, and do your best to keep your torso upright. Breathe for 3. Pull your belly button in, 2. Hug the legs into the midline, 1. Now very slowly set your knees down, come all the way up to standing on your knees, and exhale, step that right foot forward. Hands out in front of you. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, pulse the hands forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, lean in. One more time. Exhale. Interlace the hands around behind you. Swim the hands back there. Lift the hands. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Just one breath here. We've already been here. Sweep the hands to the floor. Reach the palms straight up. Exhale, high lunge. Good. Big breath in. Warrior 2, side of the mat. Breathe in here. Exhale, windmill the hands inside your front foot. This is the right foot. It's going to look like your left. You're turning the foot to the side of the mat. Good. Walking your hands forward and seeing how low to the ground you want to bend. Good. Inhale, lift up out of that front leg. Turn to the back of the mat. Keep your back knee off the floor. Lift your chest. Exhale, feel free to straighten and bow. Inhale, lift, go into lunge. Stretch that left hip back, pour your heart forward. So it's not super linear lines. Inhale. You can let yourself just pour your spine inside that left thigh one more time. Exhale. Good. Sending that knee over that front heel. You're going to sweep your arms up. High lunge. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now, if there is a wobble, pause. Find the center with your hands. Lean to that front foot and see if you can step that right knee out in front of you, okay? Let yourself find your gaze. Big breath in. Exhale out. Slide that right leg over the left. Reach your arms wide and take a hold of the right wrist. Looking straight ahead, pull your belly button to your chin. Lift your torso up into the left. Back it up. Big breath in. Exhale up into the left. Inhale. Look straight ahead of you. Pull your ribs in. Exhale. See how far you want to explore. One more time. Exhale. Stay here. Draw your lowest ribs in. Do your best to breathe into the sensation. Hug your thighs to the midline. Draw yourself upright. Take your feet side by side and release your hands down. You're going to swim right into your chair pose. Now, I'm not a fan of forcing any twists, so if you feel like you want to have a more aligned pelvis or protect your lower back, separate your feet. I'm going to do this variation just to show you today. Slide your hips creases back, left hand underneath your chest, right hand to your tailbone. So you're going to sink your hips, press your heart forward, and then turn over your right shoulder. Those of you that want your feet together know the original prayer twist. So you choose what's going to serve you more. Maybe you want the full meal deal, you want to reach that arm up, but again, your shoulders are moving down the back, left hips pressing to the front of the mat. 2 more breaths. Good. One more inhale. You're going to look down, release that top hand, fold over your legs. Take a breath here. Exhale it out. Bend that right knee and take your gaze under the left armpit. It's nice if you feel you have room to walk your hands forward and really lean forward in the feet. But if you're still kind of getting the length in your legs, you can always hold onto your calves, press the left hip back,
And just take your torso off to the right. Inhale back to center. Shake that out. Bend the left knee and walk your torso slightly left. So it's not about how far you go. It's about how steadily you are able to move as a unit, right? As everything supporting the effect that you are after, the action that you are making. Does your body feel strong and able to relax? Inhale back to center. You're going to walk your feet together. Bend your knees like you were going down to a squat. Place your hands flat and then quickly just hop to downward facing dog. It can be super light. Inhale forward. Knees, chin, and chest. Take your time here. Slide on through. Cobra pose. Exhale, hold. Try to move your shoulders to the back of their sockets. Anchor the inner hands. Big breath in. Let out a sigh. One more breath. See if you can curl even higher. Exhale, ripple down. Tuck your feet under. Move in reverse. Big breath in. Exhale, drag your hands towards you. Okay, last time. Squeezing your legs together. Interlace your fingers. Index right above the crown of the head. Hold your gaze. Drop your shoulder blades down. 30 rounds. Inhale. Big breath in. Exhale. Take your hands down. Roll yourself up onto your knees. Widen the legs. Left foot steps forward. Take your time with this one. Hands out in front of you. Inhale. So weave all the elements together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as far back as you want to go. It's your practice. Exhale. Wrap the hands around behind you. Interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles straight back, chin to chest. One breath here. Swim the fingers to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, push straight down. Good. Inhale, open the hands wide. Turn to the right side of the mat. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in here. Windmill your hands down. Stay nice and low on this front leg. Turn your feet to the left side and walk your way forward. Breathe in and see how low you want to bow. Straightening that back leg. Turning to the front. Now we're keeping our back knee off the floor. Lift your chest, long runner's lunge. Exhale, fold inside that right thigh. So you're pouring your weight forward. Lift your chest and exhale, pressing your weight back. 2 more times. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Good. Bending into that front knee. You're going to take your time raising yourself up all the way to your high lunge. You can take your hands to the middle of the chest, lean forward and step into that right leg. Now, if there's a bit of a wobble, all good. Press your palms to center, hug your belly back, lift your toes, and step quietly outside your right foot. Reach your arms overhead, take that left wrist. Again, I always like to think about pressing down through my heels, lifting my navel up and to the right. Inhale to center. Relax the shoulders up and to the right. So this is really an exploration more than an adventure of how far you feel you need to go. Last one. Exhale. Can you stay here, drawing your tailbone down, lifting your belly up, ribs in, squeeze your inner thighs, come up slowly, step your left foot inside your right foot, release your hands down. Now, if you want to separate your feet, you go right into it. Inhale, and you're twisting left. So maybe your right hand comes down, you sink deeper into your chair, left hand to your back, press your heart forward and turn over your left shoulder. Think about long lines, trying to move out of this. Creases of the hips move back, weight in the heels. Maybe the left arm opens for 3, Both shoulders move down the back. 2. See how low you want to go. Last one. Looking down. Exhale, forward fold. Lift up and lengthen. Walk your feet together. Now again, pretending that you're going to sit down into your squat, but it's a half transition till your hands are flat. Big breath in, look forward. And then just kick your feet up and hop back. Inhale forward to your plank pose. Drop your knees, lift your tailbone. Pause here, big breath in. Lift your gaze. Keep your toes tucked. Exhale, lower down slowly. Inhale to your belly. Slide on through. Exhale, tongue out. Inhale a little higher. Breathe out your nose. Elbows press back. One more time. Okay, lower down. Now, moving more into your just twists, a little deeper. Left knee's gonna move towards your armpit. Doesn't mean you need to go super high, and kick your foot out. Little bit of a variation into your frog pose with a twist. So everybody's gonna feel this very differently. So depending on how high that knee is, you're gonna press your elbows down, pull your belly button up. If you're not feeling much, you're gonna draw the knee higher, start to press out through the leg. If you're still not feeling very much, you're gonna keep that right leg relaxed, come onto your hands, and pull your belly button back. Now this is just for bendy bodies. I'm not assuming that most people need to take it to there. So you're pulling your belly button back, you're breathing on the inside of the leg, you're relaxing your face. You might even feel this through the right side of your belly. If you want to add more length, walk your torso left. So again, we're all built very differently. Part of the kind of joy of the journey is that we get to experience ourselves in different ways, right? Who would want to get on their mat and have it never change, right? Big breath in, out your mouth. Same with life, right? It is truly one big adventure, walking yourself to face forward. Keep your leg where it is as you lower it down through your rib cage. If your left leg is straight, bend the knee and draw the knee in line with your hip. You're going to use your left hand, slide your right arm straight underneath you, and then take your time. So as you roll yourself open, you're aiming to have that left hip on top of the right hip. As you sit your head down, or settle your head down, you're going to try and draw your shoulders down your back. If you want something under your head, please do grab a prop or a pillow, and then let that left arm wrap open behind your back or lay on the floor. Okay, your body, you're the best expert at knowing where to land. Just the right amount of effort. And then you're going to turn up your breath. 2 more here. Good. If you feel the need to stay longer, please do. You're rolling out with that top arm, drawing the left fingers in front of you. Now you're going to stretch that left leg back. Sweep the right arm out from underneath you. Move through your child's pose. Knees can be together or untucked. Forehead rests. 2 breaths. Round your way up. Again, like you're coming into your cat-cow shape. Exhale straight down onto your belly. Now using the kind of discrepancy from side to side of knowing that they're not going to look the same. So drawing your right knee up slowly, coming onto your elbows to start. Shoulder blades moving back in their sockets, and then exploring with straightening the leg if you have that type of movement available. Again, I'm not going to stop you from lifting up, but just make sure that your whole leg is active. You're not locking that right knee. Okay.
You can be down here. Pull the belly button away from the mat. Left leg is relaxed. Big breath in. Out the mouth. You might be surprised after a few breaths. Less is always more to start. You might walk your way slightly to the right. Draw your shoulders back. Relax your face. Soothe yourself with your breath. And do your best to unhinge the tension that you might feel coming up. Maybe it's through your pelvis, maybe it's through that hip, maybe it's through your inner groin. One more breath here. Exhale it out fully. Good. Walking yourself back to center with your torso. Lower your ribs one at a time. Allow your extended leg to bend, and then even use your gaze to make sure that the knee and the hip are in the same line. Right hand to the floor, left arm weaves underneath, and take your time rolling that right hip on top. It's going to want to slowly yield. So the hips and the pelvis aren't something that you can force or jump your way into. Right arm can come out on the floor beside you, or just tuck behind your back, whichever feels more relaxing. Deep breaths here. And you can feel a variety of stimulation on the tailbone area. You might feel it on the outer hip. You might feel it through the mid-back. Nothing is wrong with what you're feeling as long as it's not sharp or painful. Big breaths here. And that's a great rule of thumb to remember. Emotions are there as guidance and insight. They're not there to be managed or forced or controlled. They're kind of like signposts. Emotions don't arise without any good reason. They're often inviting us to look deeper. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Good. Coming out of the pose, your right arm curls in. You're going to extend that top leg, roll to your belly, and I'm going to slide us back onto our heels for one breath. Rounding your way up, and you're turning to the long edge of the mat on the left. So you're going to have your right heel tucked in nice and close. You can even prop your sit bones at the back of the mat and take your left heel to the front edge of your mat. Okay, so you're going to move into your twist, but first we're doing the side lengthener. So you're going to walk that left hand out. I don't suggest having it in front just yet. Take it out to the side of you and lift your right arm up. Okay, as soon as you go this direction, it actually increases the twist. First, let's just open the sideways. So let that left side of the body completely lengthen out of the hip itself, and do your best to relax this right arm. The extended right leg, you're going to notice some habits. Possibly activate the foot, keep the toes spread, keep the knee engaged, protecting your hamstring. And you might not be this far down. You might do a really beautiful job of balancing your effort here. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more. If that shoulder's not keen on being overhead, you can just hold the arm out. Wherever that top arm is, you're going to reach the right arm out, draw yourself up. Now here's the twist. You're going to take your hands to your rib cage, lift yourself out of your pelvis, turn towards that extended right leg, and instead of going over top of the leg, you're going to try and lay your torso just along the inside. Now you can have your hands on the floor or grab the outer foot. Big breath in, look forward, and exhale, bow. 4 breaths.
As you inhale, scoop your gaze forward in the heart, lengthen out and up. And then you're just going to switch sides, drawing that right leg in, left leg out. And again, before we twist, taking that left arm out, reach the right arm up. And it's, at this point, a more organic movement. It doesn't need to be controlled and letting every part of your body work hard here. So just find that spot that feels good to be in. Breathe in. Relaxing your head and that bottom arm. And again, if the top arm does not like being extended overhead, reach it out from the middle of your chest. And listen, when is enough too much? When are you holding yourself back? Last exhale here. You're going to reach that top arm out, straight, energizing the hand. Slowly allow that arm to draw you upright. Move your hands into your rib cage. Inhale, lift. Spin your torso. Just align the sternum up with the inside of that left leg and pour yourself forward. Now again, anything that needs to be adjusted, you do that. And lower your chest, heart, and head in the same line. Big breaths here. Good. One more breath. Exhale it out. Extend your gaze beyond what you're seeing. Slide your torso up. Scoop underneath that left knee. Take your feet together and we're just going to do 3 rolls to the right. So as you inhale forward, stirring the pelvis, exhale back. You can roll in forward to the front of the sit bones and exhale back. One more in this direction. Exhale. Moving to the left. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Give yourself a massage through your torso. Inhale through your belly, through your shoulders. Last one. Good. Coming to an upright spine. Close your eyes, drop your shoulders. Big breath in. Hold the breath unless you have blood pressure issues. Hold the breath at the top of the lungs. Tongue out. Again, breathe in. Hold. Relax your face and shoulders. Tongue out. One more. Hold the breath. Exhale out your nose. Softening internally. If you need a few breaths here, take them. When you feel ready, closing your knees and laying yourself out into your full Shavasana. I suggest taking your legs slightly wider than the mat. Really do take the time to make sure you're flat against the earth. Tucking those shoulder blades, opening the hands, rocking the head. You've arrived. Can we take this sensation into wherever we head next? Big breath in. Up and out your mouth. Let yourself rest.
Make the time you take for yourself sacred. If you feel drawn to remaining exactly where you are, then stay resting on the earth. If you know you need it, allow yourself this time. If you feel ready to close the practice, bend one leg at a time. Roll yourself with your eyes, your gaze still inwards to the side, and press yourself to a seat. Find a comfortable cross-legged position. Rest your right palm face down, left palm face up. Relax as if a silk sheet just was draped over your shoulders, softening any last resistance, any extra effort down and out of your body. Take a nice full breath in, out your mouth. May you take a few key ingredients with you into the new year or into the rest of your day. May you take space, breath, and presence. These three ingredients will never steer you wrong. Guide your hands to the middle of your heart. Offer your fingertips forward. Offer your practice up. Bow your head in. Namaste.